somebody call the local zoo.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the Animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the Animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Vertical suplex. Nice. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitors, no matter the difficulty.
Big back body drop. You see that height on that?
He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover.
Yes, that's right.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the Animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one. All the way up for a suplex. No. Wiggles free.
Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
From the heavens, splash from the top.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
And Steele isn't looking helpless anymore.
This could be a good chance for Steele to get some distance and rethink things.
He took a vicious hit there.
Oh, gosh, I hope we've got medical staff standing by.
Yeah, it sure looks like we'll need them. Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Lots of counters from each athlete.
Another big move.
Backbreaker. Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and star credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the Animal. Peter Maivia just rubbing it in now.
Talk about the knee.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Ouch. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. Oh, and he stops that offense. George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
And you can see the arm getting absolutely wrenched here.
Expert strategy coming into play now.
Able to punch his way out. Running power slam.
What contact. What overhead chop. Big impact. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how does he earn the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the... Wait, trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
Hammerlock applied. Able to punch his way out. Running power.
It's all with Maivia now.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Peter Maivia. Tremendous pressure applied.
Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down. He's going back to the well. Backbreaker. And George is laid out.
Maivia looking at it all here. Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
Measuring it up one more time.
Backbreaker.
It's over. You can't survive that again. Cover, cover, cover.
Two. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight...